Hey, what's up, Lego Star Wars fans and YouTubers? This is Derek Von S, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Lego Star Wars Ultimate Collector Series Death Star, set number 75159. This has 4,016 pieces with 25 minifigures, along with the mouse droid and the interrogation droid. This was released on September 15th of 2016. Its first release was in 2008, which contained 3,803 pieces, retailed for $400, and had less minifigures with minor changes. This set will cost you $500 right now. I think it's rumored to retire this year, so if you're looking to go out and get this, I definitely strongly recommend to go get it while you can for market price. Here's a look at the box. In the back of the box with the other side of the Death Star, and some of the scenes that are depicted, along with some play features. This is a pretty big box. Just to compare the size of the Diagon Alley, it is slightly larger. Here's a look at the top of the box with all the minifigures, which is pretty cool. I love this box art. It's so cool. I was like a kid on Christmas opening this. It also comes with 2 boxes for pieces and 1 box for the giant monstrosity of a booklet, which I'll show you right now. This is just shy of 300 pages, which is about the same as the Cloud City set, and I really wish they wouldn't have done this giant book. I found it to be pretty annoying while you're building, actually. Here's just some quick pictures and some designer info. Here's an honorable mention to all the rooms, which is really neat, for all the different rooms in the Death Star. Then I'll show you, this is really cool as well, all the minifigures that are included in their action poses. And then I'll show you here, this had 10 steps and with multiple bags inside. Okay. In this video, I'm going to show you at the end all the minifigures, but I'm going to do a review and then do a walkthrough and do a detailed look at all the different rooms and where to place all the minifigures, and show you where all the play features as well. So I'm going to be going over a lot of stuff in this video. I'll start off by saying this is a great, probably the best play set or Star Wars or Lego set ever produced, I would say, in my opinion. It has so many rooms and play features and depicts so many scenes from across from A New Hope and through Return of the Jedi. There's a lot of cool places, a lot of space to fit minifigures, which is really neat. I have added a lot of extra minifigures to this, if you did wonder. Along with, also, I added the Death Star cannon. That is set number 75246. But at the end, I'll break down all the minifigures that are included. There's the cannon that I've added. A lot of people kind of dissed this set that it wasn't covered, but I think this is a masterpiece. It wouldn't have been on the market since 2008 if it wasn't a masterpiece, and I like the additions of the new minifigures. And also, I will note the really cool part about this set is, I'll show you up here, is it has an elevator shaft that actually goes all the way down to the bottom of this, through all the levels. So I'm going to wind that up, and I'll show you at the bottom here. Hold on, that might take a second here. There we go. Alright, it has reached the bottom. So that is really cool. You can actually go through all the different levels in this whole entire set. And as I do a walkthrough, I'll show you all the entrances to the elevator. Okay, I'm going to finish. Kind of takes a minute. It's pretty amazing how they were able to do this, actually. Okay, and then we're going to pop this back on. And now I'm going to start breaking down each room individually here. Okay, I'm going to start up here with the first room here. This is the rotating turbo laser turrets. And there's a play feature here. You can actually move these back and forth. It looks like they're shooting off at X-Wings. That's really cool. I like this, the green studs at the end here make them look like they're shooting the lasers. And as I showed you here, you can rotate these up and down as you like. You can also move this just like this if you don't want to use this. But that's kind of a nice little throw-in. I won't mind that at all, actually. Some of these do depict scenes from the movies, but some are actually filler, which I'll go over. Here is one of the big draws to the Death Star. This is the Emperor's throne room. And this has a lot of cool play features and some really great detail with the Emperor's chair and these blue computer screens that you see in the movie. There we have from the Return of the Jedi when the Emperor is electrocuting Luke with the Force lightning and Darth Vader says no. I chose just to keep their lightsabers on there just for purposes. You can put the Emperor up here, and then this rotates around. This chair is really neat. It has that window behind it, which I'll have to spin this around to show you. But that'll pop out in case maybe if you wanted to maybe throw the Emperor out the window. This would have been actually better for the Cloud City set, which I did in my review, which I wish the window would have been better located in that set. Okay. It has some spaces here. If you would like, you can throw the Emperor inside or down into space through these openings here. It has this play feature where if you put Luke up here and knock that over, he falls down, but it's kind of hard. You kind of have to barely like kind of set that on, and he might fall off. It might take a couple tries, actually. Yeah, he's so that's actually kind of a harder play feature. I do like the newer set that just came out, actually, with the final duel here. But just since I have this set, I choose to pass on that, I think. Just since I have this set, and it depicts like pretty much that fight scene. And there I'll show you he can fall through space there. Okay. Here's another look at the Emperor throne room. It has some really cool stickers in the set that are spread throughout on the elevators. This also has access to the elevator on this. It has this really cool railing right here that goes around here. That kind of does fall off a little bit whenever you're playing with it. But that's not really that big of a deal. I'm just glad they were able to capture the stairs and the Emperor's throne here. This is really cool. Okay, now we'll move on down here. This is the central core shaft. And this is kind of depicting two scenes from A New Hope. Whenever Luke and Leia, or whenever they swing across this, the air ducts here. You can't really like swing him over. You kind of just like kind of have to pretend and swing him over there. But I think that's pretty cool. I placed a couple extra stormtroopers up there. They're just blasting down. I thought that was kind of neat. Down here, this is the pretty much the easiest way to access the bottom. I put the scene where Han Solo kind of runs into the stormtrooper there. I thought that was a pretty smart idea. This also has access to the elevator, which is really another great feature. It has another one of these railings and more of these stickers. There's the air duct. I think this is a really, honestly, actually, this is the biggest portion of the whole set, and I think this is cool. You can make it look like the stormtroopers are chasing after Han, Luke, and Leia. So yeah, this is another great portion of the Death Star. And now we're gonna move up to here, and in this area is the droid repair room. And I've actually moved a decent amount of this stuff around just to accommodate this Death Star cannon. Which, these are almost like the same exact minifigures, except the helmet on here is white, and the ones that come in the set are gray. But I thought this was a cool play feature. You can have an extra gun, you can have a stud shooter. So I think that's pretty cool. I pretty much had to swap around where you set these stormtrooper helmets on. That was over here. Here, I'll open up the book just to give you a look at how I moved everything around here. Here is the representation of pretty much like the normal way to do this. So I pretty much swapped a lot of the stuff around. You can still lift this up and turn this, and that'll move the Darth Vader's TIE Advance there. So the only thing that I covered up was this little, oh, it's almost like the mouse droid, the little, so he can go through there, which I wasn't really that worried about. I think this is filler, but it's still, I think I made it better, honestly, with the extra, the cannon here, the extra turret. So you can move some stuff around if you wanted to alter some things. Here's where you moved up and down the elevator again. So we're going to move on down. This is docking bay 327, docking bay 327. And this is more notably remembered in A New Hope. Unfortunately, I have this Advent calendar, Millennium Falcon. I wish there was a way that they could have made a mini Millennium Falcon to maybe fit in this, just with the size. I think that would have been pretty hard. It has some access to the elevator. It has these, I'm sorry, 2 crates here. I think the other one I have in the machined and in the lower level here. I'll show you in a minute. But this is really neat. I like how they captured this open portion here, and I'll show you that goes up and down like this. That's pretty cool. There's also a way to open up this door, and I'll show you that in a minute whenever pretty much Han says, "Blast the doors, kid." And has this cool window, which I'm sorry, it has fingerprints all over, like an overlook of the docking bay. This is a really cool area. Like I said, unfortunately, you cannot put the Millennium Falcon in here. This is a nice little throw-in. This is the scanning piece that they brought aboard whenever they went on the Millennium Falcon. It has one of the older style guns from the original Star Wars movies, and just like this little tile, with like almost looks like some kind of gauge or something like that. But this does fall off pretty easily. I tried to tuck it like right there pretty much, and sometimes it doesn't fall out. Right now, I'm going to take a look at the Darth Vader TIE Advanced. Here, let me shut this book up. Okay, yeah, this book is really annoying. It's really heavy. Okay, I made a few altercations to this. I added some pieces on the side. As you can see in the picture here, I don't like how that gold is showing, or that tan piece is showing on the side here. So I covered that up and added a few more details. I thought the ship was kind of lacking without it. Here's a look at the side and the back. And I'll show you here, I've added some spring-loaded shooters at the bottom, which are actually covered up pretty good. You can't really see them. Kind of looks like they would be coming out of those blasters there. So I was very happy to do that. I thought it was kind of a shame that they didn't put any stud shooters or anything on this, just since it's such a cool playset. And this opens up to fit Darth Vader pretty snug inside there. There's the ugly Christmas sweater Darth Vader. Okay, so that shuts up just like that. Okay, I'm going to move that aside. And now we'll move to the cargo bay. And here they have some ladders to go up to reach the central core shaft there. There you can see the stormtroopers. Very cool. And as I showed you on the previous level, this goes up and down just by spinning it, just like that. Doesn't go up all the way, and it kind of sticks up at the bottom, but I think this is another cool little play feature. There's another access to the elevator there. And back here, there's a little kind of machine to pick up those crates that I showed you on the level above. And that's kind of to load it up on top of here. I guess that's the purpose of that. Here I have a Poe Dameron. Just make it fitting with the ugly Christmas sweaters. So that's like that little machine, has a little seat, kind of little steering device here. Kind of just move these things around. This thing moves around any way you'd like. And also back here, I'll show you there's a spot to put 4 of the longer guns. And also access to the super laser, or I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the super laser, I'm sorry, the rotating turbo laser turret. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a tongue twister. And here I'll show you at the bottom. It's really hard to access the bottom. This is kind of just filler here, like I said. But you can put some minifigures at the bottom if you'd like. Okay, now we're going to move up here to, I'm sorry, this is the super laser fire control room. And these has a little door there, access to the droid repair center. That's neat. This one can spin around. That doesn't really do anything. This one actually moves the super laser firing dish. And if you spin this around, which I'll show you down here, it has like a mechanism to lift it up and down if you like. I find it best to leave it all the way up pretty much. But that's very cool. Here's the little computer screen. You can either have Alderaan or the picture on the screen of the super laser firing off. This does move back and forth, but it can be removed easily just by flipping that around and pushing it back in. Okay. Unfortunately, this Death Star Trooper is kind of blocked by that play feature there, but that's not really that big of a deal. You can always, if you wanted to, you can set them maybe on one of the studs over here. There's lots of room in this playset, like I said. Okay. Now we're going to move down here, and this is kind of cool. If you flip this back and forth, it's almost like it's 2 different areas here. There's the mouse droid. This is where the Death Star Trooper shoots off the super laser, and that's like the computer with like the screen. That's like really neat. Okay, if I flip that over on the other side, up here we have a very small representation of the control room, but this is really neat. I put C-3PO when he's on the comm link. That's actually the microphone piece. Actually, I think it's maybe from a city set or something that I had for my nephew. Okay, so you can fit R2 and C-3PO, and they're hiding in there, and that overlooks the docking bay. The play feature here, if you rotate this back and forth, it opens up this door, and this is kind of cool. I'll show it from this angle. You can kind of recreate the scene of A New Hope where Luke sees Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fighting. I got extra Darth Vader just for this reason, since he's fighting Luke and the Emperor, and you need one for Obi-Wan and Darth. So that was a must-have. Okay, and then we're gonna move on down here, and this is the rotating turbo laser turret. And if you see this in the movie, I think this back piece is done very well. It looks pretty movie authentic. It has room for 2 Death Star gunners here. They have 2 computer screens each and 2 seats. And there's 2 clips back there to put some extra spring-loaded shooters. And that shoots off just by pushing that down. You can fire them both off if you'd like. That's cool, kind of has access to that area back there. This rotates around very easily. It's very nice. That's why I was glad I added the other turret up there. Okay, now we're gonna jump into the conference room, and this is actually one of my favorite rooms of this whole set. I actually went out on my way to get 2 extra of these Imperial officers. This one actually is from the Han Solo battle pack in 2018. And this one was from the Advent Calendar in, I believe, 2017. Here we have the Imperial Navy officer. We have, this is, I'm sorry, Admiral Modi. And he's most noted for being choked by "I find your lack of faith disturbing" from that scene. That's really neat. That came with the set. And also we have Grand Moff Tarkin. Very cool. And these ones are kind of just random. I have General Pryde and the Sith Trooper from the battle pack. Or I'm sorry, this is the Sith Fleet Officer. I really like back here. I wish they had more of these black like pieces sticking out here. I think that looks like out of the movie. This table is pretty large in the movie. Like I said, this is a play set, so I think they did a great job. If you lift that up, there's a nice little play feature. You can store some extra weapons. You can probably fit even more than that in there. I haven't really tested its limit. And all these chairs spin around. So this is really cool, definitely. Okay, and then we'll move down here. This is the Detention Block AA-23. And, oh, I'm sorry, this is back here. This is the security camera that is, most notably whenever they shoot off, whenever they're being attacked by the Death Star troopers. And here we have Han blasting the computer, saying that was a boring conversation anyway. Luke, we're going to have company. So this is very cool. It has all these computers here. Has that little lock there. I put Chewbacca with the longer blaster just since in that scene, I think that he had the longer blaster and not the bowcaster at that point. Okay, there's access. Another little open way to the firing disc. Okay, and then we'll move back here, and over here is where you can flip this down, and this is where this the people can actually fall into the trash compactor, which I'll show you in a minute here. Just kind of drop them down in there and it'll fall down, and he goes down into the trash compactor. Okay. And also there's another door for cell block 2187. And it actually came plain silver. And I had a few extra of these black pieces to put over top, about 12 of them. I think you'll need, what, 16 of them to cover that up completely. But I think that could have been covered up. I wish that would have. This is really cool, just to look down the hallway. Which it did in the movie. I think this is really neat with those red pieces. It looks really neat. Okay, over here we have the interrogation droid, and there's a play feature where you can enter the cell a lot easier. And I put a different Princess Leia in there just to show you can lay a figure down in there, and she can say, "Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?" So yeah, this is a really cool scene, or I'm sorry, aspect of the set. Some more lighting and more detail in the inside of that door. And now we'll show you the trash compactor, which that leads right down into here. And the play feature to close this is just kind of flip this, do this back and forth. It has a bunch of little pieces in here. Most notably, there's the longer one where they wedge the door. I think this is pretty cool. There's a little play feature back here where when you slide this back and forth, here I'll show you. That'll lead to the elevator actually. So I think that's pretty cool. This is actually, I think, one of the few rooms on this level that access the elevator. That's very cool. There we have the Dianoga sticking up from the bottom, which I'll show you down here. You just lift this down, and there's the Dianoga. Very well done. I think in the previous version they had it sitting in here. I'm glad they were able to make its eye like kind of stick up there. That's pretty cool. Okay, and then lastly, I think I can shut that a little bit more. I got a lot of stuff. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's just showing you it opening and closing. But that cool back of that door is really neat, and these walls, I think this is done very well. All right, now here is the level 6 core shaft, and this is where Obi-Wan Kenobi turns off the tractor beam reactor coupling. And these flip up and down, as you know. There's the tractor beam. And the play feature is if you pull this out, and he releases the tractor beam. And it's kind of neat, just looking back there with the 2 stormtroopers, just like kind of like in the movie whenever he distracts them. So that's pretty much all the play features. There's the bottom, like I said, very little to do in the cargo area or the storage area here. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the minifigures here. Let me slide this back. Okay. Right. Okay, and these will be in no particular order. Okay, first up, we'll show you Han Solo. This is a great minifigure. Unfortunately, they weren't able to match up the tone on his chest here, which is a lot of cases in Lego, unfortunately. But this is a cool minifigure. He has some printing on his legs. There's his black vest. Here's the alternate expression. He looks angry. Okay. There's Han Solo. And real quick before I forget, here is the mouse droid. Just up a little bit closer. I think you pretty much saw the Dianoga pretty much up close, so don't really need to show you that anymore. Okay, here's Darth Vader. One of the best characters of the set. You can put him in several scenarios in this playset, so this is a great minifigure. It's really nice. He has the softer black cape like the Emperor. I think they went back to the harder material, unfortunately. And he obviously comes with his red lightsaber. And there is the printing on the back of the face. Okay. And now we will grab, okay, this is the Imperial Navy officer. This is the only black one. I wish I could get the Star Destroyer and get those 2 minifigures for the conference room, but they're just too expensive on Bricklink, so I'm going to have to pass on that. Okay, he doesn't have a different head, just obviously just with the cap he has on. There's just a look at the Imperial Navy officer. And some of these I'll go for a pretty penny on a Bricklink, actually, some of these figures. I will note that. Okay, here is Grand Moff Tarkin. Sorry. Try to zoom in. He has like a pretty angry expression. This is a obvious inclusion. This is better than the older version. They didn't have this hair piece. It is worth it to get it for all these new hair pieces and different torsos and things like that. Okay, Grand Moff Tarkin. Okay. Now here's Princess Leia Organa, and she doesn't come with the skirt like in the Tantive. She just has the regular legs. Comes with a blaster there. Again, I love her hairpiece. She has that drooping off the back there with her hood. Her happier expression. Okay, now we will grab the Emperor. Okay, and he comes with these 2 Force Lightning pieces. There's his more angry expression. Like Darth Vader, there's nothing on the back. He has that softer cape. And then we'll show you the alternate expression if I can get off it. There we go. There's the alternate expression for the Emperor, which both are very menacing looking. Both are pretty good in my opinion. So, Okay. Now we will look at one of the Imperial officers. Okay, he has a silver outfit. He has the sideburns and like a pretty smirky face with the long sideburns. Okay. Here is the Stormtrooper, and you get 2 of these in this set. And I like this version of the Stormtrooper much more than the newer ones, since they look like the Family Guy, pretty much version of Lego Star Wars. And everyone knows the angry clone face. Okay. Which I think that's actually pretty much gone out of production now, so they're doing different, more toned, like Bubba and Jango Fett. So I'm really happy about that. Okay. Just for the heck of it, here is the Dianoga again, a closer little look. Okay. Alright. And now we grab C-3PO. Which there's nothing new about C-3PO. I'm sure a lot of people have a few of him in your collection. I really like how I put the comm link in his hand in the control room though. Okay, here is Luke Skywalker. He has the blaster there. Just since at that point he pretty much just got his lightsaber. This is a great figure. Has that white or that blonde hair piece, which is nice. There's the back expression. And I didn't know originally, but the hair piece for the Cloud City Luke is actually darker. This is a lighter blonde actually. Here I can have it right here. I'll do a little comparison. I didn't really realize this at first until I reviewed this set, but they do have different colored hair pieces. Okay. Now we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. And this torso doesn't really match up too great with the legs. Try to focus on this so you can see that. But I like him with the cape and the hood version a little bit better. The one that came with the Death Star cannon, actually, in a way. It's kind of weird how the legs only show the cape in the front. So I find this figure to be a little bit off-putting in a way. Okay, there's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'll show you his alternate expression. Okay, he doesn't have an alternate expression. I'm sorry about that. I forgot about that. Okay, let's move on to our next minifigure. I feel like I'm doing an opening of a CMF series or something. Okay, this is Han Solo in his Stormtrooper disguise. Same face and hair as the other Han Solos. Nothing really new with that. Okay, next up. Okay, now we have the interrogation droid. And I'm calling the droid a he. It hovers up by this clear piece here. Has that cool little needle on the side when they're interrogating Princess Leia. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, here's the Death Star astromech droid, or the Imperial astromech droid. I find this to be, and I've seen a few astromech droids in production. I think this is my favorite with the blue and the clear top. I think this is really neat. Very cool. It's nice how they made like different versions of the astromech, like R2-D2. So this is a great inclusion to the set. Okay, here is the Death Star gunner, and you get 2 of these same figures in this set. And like I said earlier, the helmet has a more silver Imperial logo there. There's the back of the helmet. I think this is really cool. This doesn't fall off, it stays off very nice. And all of these figures have the little microphone on the inside to communicate, which oddly enough in the droid repair room in this chair here, this is from an advent calendar in 2016, and I'm not sure why, but they used the same head for that versus putting the strap on the chin. So I made sure to go out and get another of the same Death Star trooper, pretty much. Okay, so you have 2 of those. Okay, now there's also 2 of these. This is the Imperial Royal Guard. And there's nothing under his helmet. It's just a black headpiece. But this cape is really nice. It's two-toned. Has a lighter and darker red. This helmet's really neat. I feel like the staff, I feel like they kind of just threw this together. Not a complete big fan of that one. But again, you get 2 of those. Here is Luke Skywalker and his Stormtrooper disguise. And again, he has the same face and hair. Nothing special about this one. I think this is really cool. I think when I was a kid, I think that was one of my favorite figures as a kid, was either the Take Apart C-3PO or the Han and Luke in disguise, actually. Okay, here we have Chewbacca. And he does not come with the longer gun. He comes with the bowcaster here, which everyone knows how that works. You just flick that off. Okay. And I left on his handcuffs, which is really cool almost to leave on just to in the scene of going into the prison cell when he's handcuffed. Unfortunately, the control room isn't very large, so you couldn't kind of reenact that scene in that sense. But Chewbacca, you probably have a lot of him as well. Okay, here is the Death Star Trooper. And you get 2 of these in this set. And they both have the same head. You just have to flip either one just to have 2 different ones. But it's a really cool helmet. There's the other expression. Let me try to zoom in on this. Okay. And you get 2 of those again. Okay, I think we're getting to the end here of the minifigures. Okay, here's R2-D2, which I don't think there's anything really new or exciting about this as well. I'm sure everyone has a lot of these, but an obvious inclusion. So there's R2. Okay. Put that back on. And let's see. Okay, and this is the Death Star droid. And this is pretty cool, actually. I'm not sure, but I think this figure might only come in this set. But this is really cool. Just so you can see that head on there a little bit better. It's really neat. This reminds me of on Tatooine, the silver droid. Whenever R2 and C-3PO are on the big freighter. Okay, and I think that's all the minifigures there. So as a whole, if you're thinking about going out and get this before it retires, it really is spectacular. The Diagon Alley and the Death Star are my 2 all-time favorite sets, and makes sense that one is 500 and one is 400. So I hope everyone's staying safe out there, and feel free to comment and subscribe. Thank you very much.